Lithuania. Lithuania is a country in the Baltic region of Europe. Although Lithuania isn't filled with tall mountains, exotic plants, or animals, it is unique on its own. Lithuania is filled with dense forests, fertile fields of cereals, blue lakes, wetlands, rivers, and streams. Lithuania is considered to have one of the best geographical positions in Europe. Our country is filled with rivers, lakes. The longest river, Nemunas, is about 1,000 kilometers long, and it flows from Belarus all the way to Lithuania. Vilnius Old Town. The narrow winding streets, magnificent churches on every corner, the beautiful art and the architecture, that is Vilnius Old Town. It's got lots of different attractions, museums, cafes, shops, and everything you could think of. Go on a walk along the river Neris and admire Gediminas Castle, located on a hilltop, and a hill of 3 crosses next to it. Užupis. Užupis is a Bohemian artist republic with its own constitution, rules, and plenty of artworks. If you consider yourself an artsy person, you would love to visit this place. Here you can find weird sculptures, art installations, more murals, and many cool restaurants, cafes, and some bars even. The best part is every time you take a stroll around here, there is something new for you to discover. The Hill of Crosses. The Hill of Crosses is located near the city Šiauliai. It is a hill with more than 100,000 different crosses on top. The legend says, long time ago, there was a father whose daughter was deadly sick, so he made a deal with God. If he carries a cross to a hill, his child will be healed. To this day, people are still bringing crosses to this hill as tradition. During the Soviet Union, the communists tried to destroy the Hill of Crosses, but people kept bringing more to the hill and kept it safe to how it stands to this day. Trakai. Trakai is a beautiful small historical town surrounded by many lakes. The town is mainly famous for its red brick Trakai castle on the island in the middle of Galvės Lake. It is one of the most popular tourist attractions where the Grand Dukes of Lithuania used to reside in the castle. Also, the town is known an important reminder of the glorious Lithuanian past. Klaipėda. The third largest city in Lithuania is also known as the Gate of Baltic Sea due to its bustling harbor. Klaipėda's old region town is a cozy area defined by its unique architecture, pastel-colored houses, and many different sculptures hidden in the city. Golden beaches and luscious forests await, along with the highly acclaimed Lithuania Sea Museum. There you can see dolphins, shows, and other creatures. Palanga. Palanga is Lithuanians' go-to ski resort, widely popular in the summer. There's plenty of awe and beauty to enjoy in the winter months too. For over 100 years, Lithuanians and Europeans have flocked to the sun-kissed shores of Palanga. But all entertainment aside, the city has a cultural side, the Amber Museum, which tells you more about the Lithuanian gold. But undoubtedly, the symbol of the city is the Palanga Bridge. It stretches into the sea and it is one of the best places to watch the sunset.
Nature's wonders of Lithuania. The nature in Lithuania consists of beautiful landscape, flatlands, dark forests, huge lakes, and sandy beaches. If you love bird watching, your next destination should definitely be Venta Cape. Situated in the Nemunas River delta, Venta Cape sees more than 500,000 birds, passing each day during the park migratory season, in the September and October. Venta Cape is also home to one of the oldest bird ringing stations in Europe, established by well-known Lithuanian biologist Tadas Ivanauskas.
Lithuanian export. From ancient times until our era, the most popular and expensive product of this area was amber. Amber, in other words, Lithuanian gold, was very popular in the ancient Egypt for medicinal purposes. Another important products were wood, since there are a lot of forests here. It was used as a building material and transported by the river Nemunas to the port. Now Lithuanian wood is used in mostly furniture making. Lithuania is a small country, It does not have useful minerals such as gold, silver, diamonds, and copper. Lithuania can only export what it grows naturally. Nowadays, Lithuania is famous abroad for its džiugas cheese, smoked meat products, but our country is most known for its technology at laser making.
Lithuanian belongs to a family of Baltic languages. Currently, there are only two Baltic languages spoken in the world, Lithuanian and Latvian, but in the past there were more. They disappeared in the course of history. Lithuanian is a very old language. The written language is related to the first printed book in 1547, the Catechism by Martynas Mažvydas, a pastor of Evangelical Lutheran Church. Linguists are interested in Lithuanian because it is the oldest surviving Indo-European language. It has many archaic features, which was in the earlier stages of Proto-Indo-European languages. Lithuanian has over 3 million speakers worldwide, and majority of them are in Lithuania.
This is the history of Lithuania. The first written record of the name Lithuania dates back to 1009 AD, when Saint Brunon came to Lithuania and was killed by the locals. After a few hundred years, the only king of Lithuania, Mindaugas, was crowned at the year of 1253. After him came the duchess, like Gediminas, who had the idea to build the city of Vilnius, and then invite craftsmen and merchants from all over Europe to the city. Then Vytautas, who expanded Lithuania's territory from Baltic Sea to Black Sea, which is the peak of Lithuanian territory. Vytautas also crushed the Crusaders in the Battle of Grunwald, which is one of Lithuania's most important battles. Vytautas had to be crowned as the second king of Lithuania, but he died before it happened, at the age of 80. After more than 100 years, Martynas Mažvydas wrote the first Lithuanian book, the Catechism, at 1547. Then, with the Union of Lublin of 1569, Lithuanian Poland formed a new state referred to as the Republic of both nations. But after about 200 years, the Republic weakened, and at 1772, Russia, Prussia, and Austria decided to split the Republic among themselves. They did this a few more times, and at 1793 and at 1795, till Lithuania no longer existed. It was connected to the Russian Empire. After the unsuccessful uprisings in 1831 and 1863, and some of the rebels were exiled, some were executed, Russians decided to Russificate Lithuania by closing cultural and educational institutions, making Lithuanian press and books illegal, no matter are you writing them or just reading. Some people, called Lithuanian book smugglers, decided to fight for their language and culture, so they secretly transported Lithuanian press and books from abroad to Lithuania. After World War I, a group of people called Council of Lithuania decided that they want to be free from Russia. So they signed the Act of Independence on February 18, which lasted till 1940. When Lithuania lost its freedom again, about 50,000 Lithuanians took out to the forests and fought Soviets. On 18 June 1941, less than a week before the Nazi invasion, some 17,000 Lithuanians were deported to Siberia, where many perished due to inhumane living conditions. After about 50 years, everyone got tired of not living in freedom, so on 3rd of June 1988, the Sąjūdis was established in Lithuania, with Vytautas Landsbergis being the leader. On 23 August 1989, aiming to draw the attention of the whole world to the occupation of Baltic states, a political demonstration, the Baltic Way, was organized. The event, led by Sąjūdis, was a human chain spanning 600 kilometers across Vilnius, Riga, and Tallinn, indicating the desire of the people of Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia to break away from the Soviet Union. On 11th March 1990, the Supreme Council announced the restoration of Lithuania's independence. Lithuania became the first Soviet-occupied state to announce the restitution of independence. On 20th of April 1990, the Soviets imposed an economic blockade by ceasing to deliver supplies of raw materials, primarily oil, to Lithuania. Not only the domestic industry, but also the population started feeling the lack of fuel, essential goods, and even hot water. Although the blockade lasted for 74 days, Lithuania did not renounce the Declaration of Independence. In 1991, January 13, tensions had peaked again. Russian forces breached Vilnius' most important buildings, while Lithuanian civilians tried to defend them without any weapons, even though Russians attacked with tanks and guns. I think that's all.
Traditional Lithuanian dishes, due to the lack of various food products during the Soviet era, disappeared and their place was taken by newer, chapter ones made mostly from potatoes. Borscht or šaltibarščiai is a cold soup made from kefir, beetroot, hard-boiled eggs, dill, and other vegetables. This soup has a delicate pink color that attracts visitors to try it. It is also served with potatoes. Cold borscht is one of our oldest, and it is a wonderful meal to have on a hot summer day. Cepelinai. This dish is basically minced meat and potato dough. It is served with special sauce spirgučiai. Tinginys is a delicacy that is made by melting butter and condensed milk, then pour cacao and boil into the thicken. When the mass is mixed with crushed cookies and freezed so it cooled down a little, and then it's ready to enjoy. This is only a few of Lithuania's most popular dishes.
Famous people from Lithuania. Rūta Meilutytė is a Lithuanian swimmer, Olympic gold medalist, and world record holder. At the age of 15, she had already broken 11 Lithuanian women's swimming records, and she became the youngest Olympic gold medalist. Žydrūnas Savickas is a professional powerlifter. He is widely considered to be one of the greatest competitors of all time. He's the only modern strongman competitor to have won every major strongman competition. And most notably, he won the world's strongest man title 3 times. Arvydas Sabonis is a Lithuanian retired professional basketball player and businessman. He is considered one of the best overall centers in the history of the game. Recognized as one of the best European players of his era, Sabonis is well known in other European countries. Ričardas Berankis is a Lithuanian professional tennis player. His full name translates to Richard without hands, which is ironic considering he is the best tennis player in Lithuania. Dalia Grybauskaitė was the president of Lithuania. Everybody loved her and considered her to be the best president of all time. Also, Grybauskaitė was Lithuania's first female head of the state. So, come here to Lithuania and learn more about our beautiful country.